Hello children. In our last class, we have read this chapter 7, Tenali Raman and the Horse Trader. The story, you understood the chapter. You have also tried to do the book work. Okay, so let's check the answers from here. First one is comprehension. Number A. Who said the following statements and to whom? Choose the correct answer from the options given below. So first one is I will buy them all. Children, who said this? Do you remember? I will buy them all. Who will say? Obviously King Krishnadev Rai. And who was selling it? Who was selling it? Tenali Raman or his courtiers? Or horse trader? Obviously the horse trader. So let's read the options. King Krishnadev Rai said this to his courtiers? No. Tenali Raman said this to King Krishnadev Rai? No. King Krishnadev Rai said this to the horse trader. Question 2. At your service, your majesty. Who is your majesty here? Krishnadev Rai. And who will say like this? Obviously, horse trader has come to sell his horse, so he will say to King Majesty, King Krishnadev Rai. So number A is the courtier said this to King Krishnadev Rai? No. Tenali Raman said this to King Krishnadev Rai? No. The horse trader said this to King Krishnadev Rai. Third one is, I am making a list of the biggest fools of the Vijayanagar kingdom. Children, who was making list? Tenali Raman was making. Okay. And who asked this question to Tenali Raman, that what was he writing? King was asking. King asked. Okay. So, let's see the options. King Krishnadev Rai said this to the horse trader? No. Tenali Raman said this to King Krishnadev Rai? Yes. Where is the trader? Okay, children, who asked this question? Obviously, King Krishnadev Rai asked this question to whom? He was talking, muttering to himself. Okay, he was thinking, where is the trader? So, King Krishnadev Rai said this to himself. How dare you? Okay, children, we have read in the story that King Krishnadev Rai went into the garden to walk, to distract himself, and he saw there Tenali Raman. He was writing something on a piece of paper. Okay, so who said this to whom? This is said by King Krishnadev Rai to Tenali Raman. Okay, now we will see the question answer. Where was the king when the horse trader came? The king was in his court when the horse trader came. Which breed of horses was missing in the king's stable? So children, we have read that Arabian horse, okay, was missing in the king's stable. How much advance did the king pay to the horse trader and how many days did he wait for the horse? So children, we have read the king paid 5,000 gold coins as an advance to the horse trader and he waited for 2 weeks for the horse and the horse trader. What was Tenali Raman doing in the garden and why? Children, we have read that Tenali Raman was sitting in the corner of the garden and he was writing something on a piece of paper. Question number 5. Why was Tenali Raman reluctant to show the piece of paper to the king? He was hesitating to show the piece of paper, but why? Tenali Raman was reluctant to show the piece of paper to the king because he thought that king may not like what was written on the piece of paper. Why? Because the first name was written King Krishnadev Rai as the biggest fools. So he thought maybe he will get punishment or the king will not like it. Question 6. How did Tenali Raman make the emperor realize his folly, his mistake? So Tenali Raman made the emperor realize his folly by telling him that he trusted a stranger blindly and gave him 5,000 gold coins, thinking that he will return. So, in this way, he made him realize. Okay, number C is also think and answer the following questions. So, what was the dialogue, I will buy them all, show about the king? So, the dialogue, I will buy them all, it show that the king liked horses very much. He was fond of horse very much and he had a passion for collecting horses of different breeds, Tenali Raman put the name of the king on top of the list of fools. Do you agree with Tenali Raman? Give reasons for your answer. Yes, children, I personally agree. Okay, you can write your opinion, but I personally agree with Tenali Raman. Why? Because the king gave 5,000 gold coins to a person who was a complete stranger. He did not even know him. From where has he come? And he was believing that he will return with the horses. So, children, what happened? He trusted a stranger blindly. Now, language structure. Phrasal verbs. Many phrasal verbs are made with a single preposition like away, etc. to convey different meanings. Read the following phrasal verbs and understand their meanings. Okay, let's see. First one is run away. It means to leave quickly. Flew away. It means to leave by flying. Give away. To give as a present. Pass away. To die. Break away. To break from a group. Go away means to leave a place or a person. Throw away means to throw something useless. Look away means to look on a different side from someone or something. And take away means to rob or steal. So, children, what you have to do, you have to try to make sentences using any five phrasal verbs. Okay, given above. You have to write in your notebooks. Choose any five. Okay, which is easy for you. So you can write. Now, next one is you have to match the following words to form compound words. Compound words means you have to join two words and make a meaningful word. First one is after. So let's see after effect. Children, I hope you all have done this. Okay, we are just revising. You have to check your answer. You don't have to copy it down. Common sense, daredevil, headquarters, knockout, manpower, outshine, praiseworthy, safeguard, and uprising. Now, children, transitive and intransitive verb. Last month, only before half yearly exam, we have learned transitive and intransitive verbs. So, I hope you remember everything. Read the following sentences. The boy kicks the ball. Children, boy is the subject, is the doer of the action. And kicks action means it is a verb. And the ball, what is it? It is the receiver of the action. The effect of the action kicks is that the object ball flies high in the air. Children, if I am writing the boy kicks, what? Do you know anything? No. So we have to write the ball. It is very important. Let's see why we have to write the ball. The verb kicks is a transitive verb. Why? Because it indicates what action the subject exerts on the object. Children, if we will not write the ball, it is object, okay? So we will not understand what did the boy kick. So it is important to write. So kicks is transitive verb. Now read the sentence. He swims. He is subject and swims is verb. We don't require any other object here because it is itself meaningful sentence. We don't need anything. So here the subject and the verb shows a complete thought or meaning without an object. An intransitive verb does not require an object to express a complete thought. It is an independent verb and it has two characteristics like a transitive verb. It must have a verb, and secondly, unlike a transitive verb, it does not require a direct object to complete the action. Children, keep one thing in mind. First is statement. This sentence needs an object to give it a meaning, give it a complete sense. So it is transitive verb. And in the second second sentence here, it doesn't need an object because it is itself it is giving a complete sense. Okay, it is meaningful sentence. We don't need an object here. So it is an intransitive verb. So transitive verb need an object to complete a sentence, and intransitive verb doesn't need an object to complete a sentence. Now see here. Identify the verbs in the following sentences and write whether they are transitive or intransitive. She was crying. Children, was crying. It is verb. We don't need an object to complete it. So it is intransitive verb. We showed her the new house. Showed is verb, and we showed her what? The new house. So it needs an object. So it is transitive verb. She laughed loudly. Laughed is verb, but it doesn't require any object. So it is intransitive verb. We clean our room every day. Clean is verb. We clean what? We need an object. So it is intransitive verb. She slept soundly. Slept is verb. We don't need any object to complete it. So it is intransitive verb. He swims. Again, swims. We have already read it is verb and it is intransitive verb. They eat fruit every day. Eat is verb. And what did they eat? Fruit. We need an object. So it is transitive verb. We play cricket. We play. Play is verb. And what do we play? Cricket. So it is transitive verb. Now punctuation. Insert commas, full stops, apostrophe and capital letter wherever required. First one is she used Pankaj. Again, Pankaj is a name, children. So P will go in capital letter, and it is showing belongingness. So apostrophe will be there. So she used Pankaj's pen to write the essay. It is a sentence, so we will give full stop. Reena likes to play cricket, badminton, and chess. We have to give comma after cricket, children, and full stop because it is a statement. I met Sona's mother. Again, it is showing belongingness, so we need to give apostrophe after Sona. Mother in the market. Full stop is already given. Now, Farha, Sonam, Geeta, and Harish are meeting at Soha's house. Children, can you see all our names? So, names will be in capital letter. So, Farha F capital, give comma because there are four names. Sonam as capital, again give comma because uh, we have to give comma to divide it. Okay, so again Geeta G capital and Hari's H capital are meeting at Soha's house. Soha's, again it is showing belongingness, so we will give apostrophe and then it is a statement, so we will give full stop. Have you seen Yasmin? First letter should start with capital letter, so H capital, and Yasmin is a name, so again Y capital and question mark is already given. The CEO of this company is traveling to the UK. Again, first letter starts with capital letter, so T we will write in capital. CEO, children, it is showing abbreviation, so we will write CEO in capital letter. And UK is name of a country, so again UK capital, and it is a statement, so give full stop. Sunaina studies in Madhav Shah School, Lucknow. Children, Sunaina is a name and it is the first letter of a sentence also, so S capital. And name we write in capital letters, so Madhav M, Shah S, School S, and Lucknow L we will write in capital letter. And please give comma to show that this school is in Lucknow, and then full stop as it is a statement. Now our school is closed on all Sundays and Saturdays. Again, children, first letter should be capital and name of days we write in capital letter. So S will be going capital letter and it is a statement. So give full stop. Now listen and tell. Listen carefully to the story of Akbar and Birbal. Choose the correct answers for each of the following questions for the given options. So children, here I am going to tell you the story. I will read it out and you will do question answer. Okay. So, wait. Okay, the story is Emperor Akbar had the habit of amusing himself by asking many odd questions from his courtiers. So one day he entered the court, settled in his royal chair, and asked his courtiers. So, children, can you see what is the first question? What was Akbar's question for his courtiers? So, please be attentive. So, question is here: what punishment should be given to a person who pulls my moustache? So, number C will go. What punishment? Okay, has number B is there. So, please put a tick mark on number B. Now, second question is who said the words he should be hanged? Let's read again the story. The first courtier said he should be beheaded. The second one said he should be flogged. The third one said he should be hanged. So the answer will be the third courtier. The third question is why did Akbar think that Birbal had gone crazy? Okay, listen to the story now. What do you think, Birbal? The emperor asked Birbal. Birbal kept quiet for a moment, then said, Jahapana, he should be given sweets. What, Birbal? Have you gone crazy? Do you know what are you saying? The emperor exclaimed. So, children, can you find what is the answer First one, because Birbal said that the person who pulls Akbar's mustache should be given sweets. The next question is, who was Birbal referring to his reply? So let's read the story again. Birbal replied politely, I am not crazy, Jahapana, and I know what I am saying. Then how can you talk like this? The king asked in anger. Birbal again replied politely, because Jahapana, the only person who can dare to pull your mustache is your grandson. So he is referring to Akbar's grandson. Now, last question is, what was Akbar's reaction to Birbal's reply? So it is written Akbar was so pleased with this answer that he gave his ring to Birbal as a reward. So the answer is he gave his ring to Birbal. Okay, children, now be creative. Imagine yourself as Tenali Raman. You want to warn Shibu Nayak, who is your friend and also a courtier in the neighboring kingdom of another king, about the horse trader. So, what you have to do, you have to write a letter to Shibu, cautioning him about the horse trader who ran away with the king's money. Children, you have already read the story. I have also explained you how to write a letter. So, this work you will do on your own. And last one is talk time. You have just read the story of Tenali Raman and the horse trader. Now, with the help of teacher, assign the roles of Tenali Raman, King Krishnadev Rai, the horse trader, and the courtiers, and enact the story in the form of a short play in the classroom. You may add your own details and frame your own dialogues. Children, again, I am saying we are not in school. So, if you have 4 or 5 members at your home, you can enact the story at your home. You can do a role play. You can enjoy it. You can make a video. You can share with your friends. You can share with me also. Okay. So, children, I hope you enjoyed the story. Thank you and have a nice day, children.